So once you've had a panic attack, you might be one of those people where it happened and you can happily move on. Say you've gone to the ER and they've said you're fine and you move on. But you could be one of those people where it becomes another panic attack and another panic attack, and then you evolve into panic disorder. Now at that point, there is something very important which happens, which is avoidance. And we talk about agoraphobia, which is where you start avoiding places or activities. So say, for example, the restaurant, you had this bad piece of fish. You now avoid all fish restaurants. Eventually you avoid any restaurant where there could be fish in the kitchen. Eventually you won't have anything to do with fish anywhere. Driving, if you had an attack, say, coming down a big road or a highway, you then avoid all big roads or highways that could be remotely to do with this, because you don't want to trigger another panic attack. Now at that point, you've got the fear of fear cycle, where you're worrying about another attack happening, and this avoidance becomes severe until eventually all your choices are around where is safe and where is not safe. And traditionally we think of agoraphobia as you're scared of open spaces, but it's more about you're scared about leaving home, because that normally feels safe. As an aside, there are a few people where home is not safe because they're alone, but that's another discussion. When I refer to avoidance, I'm talking about avoiding places or situations and so on. And I also would like to talk about safety cues or safety behaviors, which are actually an avoidance behavior. So often people will say that I need to have my safe substance. So I've got to have my Ativan or my rescue remedy or whatever it is, and then I can go somewhere. Or I need my safe person. So my friend or my partner or my child, even in some cases. And that is actually also avoidance. But in the beginning, it's understandable. So if you need to go somewhere and you need a safe person, I would far rather you were going with a safe person than just avoiding altogether.